Do you want to do shit like that? Perhaps even do things that look a little bit like this? But you don't know how. Well, let me explain. This is Sorcery for Dummies. So, the basics. Now, there are 70 different sorceries and there are 13 types of sorceries. Roughly around 90% of them require only intelligence. So, to attune sorcery, you must have the stat requirements, along with a memory slot available, which they are increased with memory stones to a max of 10 slots, and that's excluding using a talisman. Now, for a magic build, the stat points you'll be investing in heavily are intelligence and mind. Now, with that said, I'm going to have you take a look at this soft cap chart made by this gentleman right here to see how many points you should actually put into these stats. Now, with any type of spell in the game, what you cast with is almost as important as what you're casting. In the game, there are 18 different staffs, 11 of them having unique passive effects. Now, there are 3 standouts after that that are just unique. Those 3 standouts are the Lusette's Glintstone Staff, the Azur's Glintstone Staff, and then the Carian Regal Scepter. Now, which one you use is entirely up to you. Each has a different effect, purpose. It's really up. There are also some armor pieces that affect sorcery as well, and there are a couple standouts. Mainly, I would say it's the Lucette Glintstone Crown and then the Azure Glintstone Crown, both of which boost a type of sorcery, but it's entirely up to you. There is a little bit of cost to it, but to each their own. Now, there are a lot of different talisman that actually have effects on sorcery, but I have a couple that I would recommend, which these would be the Ratigan Icon, the Graven School Talisman, the Graven Mask Talisman, and then the Magic Scorpion Charm. And there are some others that you could use, but those are my own personal preference. Now, there are 2 specific crack tiers that are used with sorcery builds, and they are this and then this. With these tiers combined with Terra Magica, Azur's Comet, and your equipment, you can put on a laser light show that can rival any clip you'll find on Reddit. Now, I've shown some clips of where a good sorcery build can lead you. Now, I think it's about time I show you how to get started on your wizarding journey. So, let's jump into that. To begin, we must make an appropriate character, one who embodies intelligence. Now that we have our character, let's get started. Alright, business as usual. Make your way across the bridge to the Futurama Extra and show him the power of a superior intellectual. Don't be intimidated by this guy. Show him how a real free thinker fights. Turns out, not well. Up next, we'll go up the elevator. Get insulted by our #1 hater. And then we're gonna run past the neighborhood bully because we don't like confrontation.
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should.
Pull a hosier and go to church. Feel free to talk to the crisscross Santa Claus.
I can see it, and I can also see that.
And once you have some income, be sure to buy a crafting kit, but that's optional for now. Alright, so first up on the list, we're gonna grab the whetstone knife. So let's head over to the Gate Gray site. After sensing your intellect, Millennia will decide to chit-chat. Getting back on track, we're gonna head down the street, expertly avoiding enemies. We're gonna go down the storm cellar, open the chest, grab the knife, and we're gonna revel in our small victory. Feel free to kill the doo-doo bug at your own discretion. Just beware of his best bud. Moving on, we're gonna swing by the Waypoint Ruins. Once here, we're gonna find the cellar, and we're gonna head on down the stairs and face off against an uneducated plebeian unaware of our intellectual prowess. He in fact did not care about our intellectual prowess. Try again, and this time succeed. And once successful, we're going to open the door and talk to Professor McGonagall, and we're going to become her
Tarnished,
TA.
are we? I am Selene. Why are you here? Well, but one must choose. I was exiled.
Upon realizing it's time to further our education, we're going to go to a local site to find a high school diploma. Just watch out for the projectiles. So once we're up here, go ahead and grab the GED and head back to Miss Frizzle, buy the blue knife, and go to a gray site and equip it. Trucking along, we're going to run a snatch and grab on this map and set off for the Third Church of Marika. Once here, we're going to grab the Sacred Tear, and we're going to grab the Wondrous Physic while we're at it. Next, go to the secret bush teleporter behind the church. Go ahead and touch the Grace in the Bestie Sanctum. And then we're going to go ahead and get a move on. We're going to want to grab this golden seed and gracefully grace the grace site with your grace. Now, going across the bridge, we're going to try our best to avoid Donkey's brother-in-law. And we're going to take a left, hugging the cliff's edge until we see the friendly tornado. Hold a reverse Dorothy and rest at the grace site. Perform a super jump and super land it. Go ahead and slide down the side here and go to the top, grab the stone, and get gone. Getting on the road again, we're going to take this precarious path lurking with monsters and dangers that we adeptly evade until we hit the flaming wall, which will follow all the way to the Fort Grace site. Go into the fort, grab this for future reference later, but it's optional, drop down and run along until you find another hole that's asking for us to drop into. Once here, watch out for Remy. Then jump across the gap, just beware. Keep an eye out for Remy 2 and Remy Big. So drop down hole 3 and grab the talisman. And good luck getting out. Alright, keeping this locomotive moving, we're going to go ahead and snag another map. Once snagged, get on down to Salt Lake City. We're going to find this building here. Go ahead and run a fade and grab the stab. Around the same area, find the cellar stairs leading down and grab Roxaline. Next up, we're going to head over to Fort Hate, where we're going to avoid everyone until we get to the top where we can strategically wait. Trust me, this guy won't be able to fight back. So as it turns out, he can fight back, but we were prepared for the situation. And once ahead, go ahead and grab this for future reference, but it's totally optional. Put our new fancy Ash of War on our starting sword and go massage the big ass dragon with it. Then go to a grace site and level up that intelligence, baby. Now this isn't totally necessary, but you can go to the round table hold to pick up an extra memory stone from the weird vendor chick. Traveling back to the gate grace site, we're gonna keep her moving, grabbing a golden seed on the way, resting at the next grace site, and then traveling to our little Stormveil skid. After making it to the grace site, run over and grab the associate's degree from the skeletons. Grab the map down in the lake, and rest at the grace site outside of the academy walls. Did somebody say golden seed? Since we didn't get an acceptance letter, nor a pet owl, we're going to do this the hard way and grab an academy key. After that, swing by the academy gate grace site and make your way towards the actual gate. Here you'll touch the grace site and use your new handy dandy key to teleport into the college tuition free. Once here, make your way through the college as fast as you can, trying to avoid anyone who tries to stop you. And believe me, they will try to stop you. On God, for real, watch out for these dudes. Take the shitty and most probably not up to code elevator up to the next level, where you're going to touch the gray site, you're going to go into the hallway, hang a left, and grab the master's degree sitting in this room. Make your way up the stairs after dealing with the stone domes, and go through the spooky door. Here, you're going to grab Haley's Comet for future use. Now go up the ladder, over the railing, through the floor, grab our talisman, head to the beginning, teleport to the other side, and make your way to Sauron's Eye. Jump these fools so Sauron stops making you go crazy. Now come and take a load off at this place of grace. Moving towards the redwoods, we're going to be confronted by the Lorax, but he has something we want. After getting the magic tier, we're going to head back to Selin, and we're going to get this bad boy here. Then we're going to head back to Stormhill, where we're going to mix our wondrous physic with the new magic crack tier that we just got. Now we're ready to head to Stormvale and face the Master of Disguise himself.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Well, there you have it. You are now ready to hit the ground running and immerse yourself in the world of sorcery. Well, if you've made it this far, I'd like to thank you for getting all the way to the end here. I'm still pretty new with this whole YouTube thing, but I plan on releasing more stuff as I go on, and hopefully I get better. But thank you for sticking it out, and see you in the next one.